So in this video I'm going to tell you about what it's like to have braces on, what are the truths and what are the things that people may lie or exaggerate about when they tell you what it's like to have braces. Firstly, one thing I notice people definitely over-exaggerated is the pain when you get your braces tightened. So if you're getting braces or if you have braces, you probably know that every 6 to 10 weeks you have to go to the orthodontist and they tighten the wires on your brace so that your teeth can move even further. Usually after you get your braces tightened, your teeth ache a lot for the first few days because obviously your teeth are moving quite a bit. And I think a lot of people do over-exaggerate how much that hurts. Yes, when you actually have the pain, it is very annoying. It makes it difficult to eat for the first few days and it can keep you awake at night. However, if you just take a paracetamol or an ibuprofen, the pain will go. It's not the kind of pain that still lingers after painkillers because it's that bad. Maybe I just have quite a high pain tolerance, but I personally don't think it's any worse than a little headache, and it will go with painkillers. Another thing that no one really gave me a straight answer about and something that I was really nervous about was getting the braces put on. My friend told me that it did hurt a little bit and it was a bit uncomfortable. That was not true at all for me. Maybe different for your orthodontist, maybe if you're having different type of braces put on or you're having them put on in a different way, that this might be different. Literally what they did is they cleaned my teeth, they put this glue stuff on, then the bracket, which is the silver bit, then the wire and then the bands, and it didn't hurt in the slightest. Obviously there's a lot more to the procedure than that, but none of it hurt. Now one thing that no one really told me that did bother me once I got the braces on was that people say for the first few weeks you can't eat properly, and when you're in the moment you don't really realise this, but it actually ends up being a couple of months till you can eat properly. Now you don't notice it and you do kind of just eat normally, but then after a couple of months you're like, whoa, this is so much easier to eat this piece of bread that I couldn't eat as well a month ago. That's so strange. It's not the pain, it's more getting used to having metal in your mouth and eating food at the same time, which does take a few months. Then after, I'd say after 2 months, it's completely fine. Maybe 2 or 3 months, it's completely fine and you don't even notice your braces are there. Another thing in the first few months that no one told me was that talking is very difficult. I remember when I first got them on and I was in the orthodontist, I went to meet my mum after in town and I had to book my next appointment whilst I was at the orthodontist and I was on my own, so my mum couldn't do it for me. And I was trying to talk to the lady at the reception and say, can I have an appointment for 10 weeks time? And because suddenly I had these metal things in my mouth that I was not used to talking with, I just couldn't get my words out properly. So that, be warned. I wouldn't even say a few months. For maybe the first 2 weeks you may slip up on your words and stuff. And also occasionally when you have braces, because your mouth isn't, I guess, closing properly, you spit more often. And one final thing about getting braces that no one tells you is that you will spend majority of your time brushing your teeth. If you go out somewhere, I would advise you take little TP brushes. I don't know what I think that's what they're actually called, TP brushes. And they you just put them between the brace and it gets any food out. Say if you go into a restaurant or something, just excuse yourself to the bathroom afterwards, because food does get stuck in them quite a lot and it's not pretty basically. And then also, I was told I have to brush my teeth for 6 minutes 3 times a day using lots of different brushes and mouthwash and all sorts of things in order to keep the braces as clean as they need to be for the procedure to work well and for me not to get marks around the braces after I get them taken off. So you will need to be prepared to start brushing your teeth a lot more than I expect you probably do, because you can't do the 2 minutes twice a day thing anymore. It is now 6 minutes 3 times a day, which is a nightmare to keep up with, but you kind of have to do it because you could risk, having marks on your teeth. That's not what you want. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you if you have braces or you're about to get them put on, and I hope you now know what to expect.